If you quit, you will not get through whatever it is that you are going through. I want you to think about a time from your past, a memory when you were living one of the greatest days of your life. You were genuinely happy. You were glad to be alive. Now I want you to now think about and reflect off of your past before it led you up to that moment. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Now I want you to know that if you are in the midst of, again, going through something difficult, something challenging, something maybe you even doubt you are capable of overcoming, I want you to know that you are capable of overcoming whatever it is you are in the midst of going through today. However, it is only up to you and you only to decide whether or not you put in the efforts necessary to move you forward, getting you to where it is you are not. You cannot, let me put it in this perspective. You cannot expect anything different if you do nothing differently. Therefore, if you continue doing the things you've done, if you continue doing the things you are doing, you are going to continue getting and seeing the results you've always been getting, right? If you don't do anything different, you cannot expect anything differently. You cannot expect to get anything. If you do nothing differently, you cannot expect anything different. What I'm trying to say here is if you are in the midst of going through something challenging, something hard, something difficult, something, maybe something occurred within your life that you were very frustrated with. You don't know why it's happening. You don't understand why it's happening. You don't understand why you out of all people. I know what it's like to be in the midst of a moment where you question, why is this happening to me? Why do so many bad things keep happening? I know what it's like to be in the midst of you feeling like your house pretty much collapsed on you. And not only did it collapse on you, but now you have all of this weight from this house that's keeping you down, holding you down, and giving you and telling you all the reasons why you should quit trying to break through and get up from this collapsed house that collapsed on you. I know what that's like. It is a very ugly feeling. It's a very when you're in a moment where your whole world collapses, it's very, 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 very hard to believe that you are capable of getting up and breaking through whatever it is you are going through. I want you to think about a seed. This might be a silly example. I want you to think about a seed. Before a seed can grow and turn into a tree, what happens? You must first plant the seed, right? And when the seed's planted, what happens? You're buried, you're going to be stepped on, you're buried, you're going to be covered in darkness. It's going to be really hard for you to break through this compacted dirt. See, over time, when your seasons start to change, whether it be sunny outside or bright outside, whether it be raining and flooding your dirt with rain, with water, those moments is how you grow. Because I have discovered that those seasons, the most challenging seasons, the most difficult challenges that we question if we are capable of overcoming, is what shapes us the most. I came up with this thing that says the bad days build our character, and the good days shows us why to never give up. See, we need those storms. We need the storms in our lives. We need to sometimes be buried and covered in darkness. Metaphorically speaking, I want to mention that too. We need those moments because it is those moments that, again, build our character. It shapes us into who we are. And reflect, and back to the seed, is what happens with the seed. You need you need water, right? You're going to need sunlight. And eventually, as you continue to grow, to persevere, you're going to find yourself breaking through this dirt, this compacted dirt that you didn't even think you were capable of overcoming. And before you know it, you are going to be able to reflect back and be, excuse me, you're going to be able to reflect back and think, wow. You're going to be able to think and reflect, wow, I didn't know I was actually able to overcome that. There was a moment in my life where I literally was bawling my eyes out. I was sobbing. It was a really tough spot. tough spot. And I yelled out loud, laying down while crying. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can get through this. And anyhow, I did. It took a while. It took a very long while. It took a lot of effort. It took a lot, to say the least. Anyhow, the purpose of this video is, I'm hold back my emotions here. The purpose of this video is, I'm going to end it with a quote. Yeah, I'm going to end it with a quote. You may not understand it now, but one day you will. See, the good moments, we need the good, the bad, and the ugly days, because it shapes us into who we are. It shapes us into who we are becoming. Don't wish for the storm to pass. Don't wish for the storm to pass. Wish for the strength to endure the storm. I hope this video was able to bring some form of value to you. Through reflection, I'm always trying to find ways to improve and get better and communicate better, how I can improve my storytelling, how I can basically how can I improve these videos to bring the most possible value to you, to someone out there. Anyhow, I also wanted to mention too that as I make these videos, through reflection, again, I'm always learning, and through reviewing the video before I decide to say, yeah, I think this video is valuable. I think this video can bring value to someone. Before I publish the video, I have noticed that my eyes look like I'm not directly looking into the camera. And the reason is because I use a front-facing camera, and by me using my front-facing camera, I cannot see the lens. So I'm just kind of guessing like where the lens is at, and I'm just holding my eye there. Anyhow, so I also wanted to mention that too. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Anyhow, I hope this video was able to bring some form of value to you. Again, I am always learning. I'm always learning through reflection. I love you. I appreciate you. As the end of the year gets closer, I am trying really, really hard. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up with this, because again, I can't predict how tomorrow's gonna be. Tomorrow, for example, this is the worst time of the year for me. When it comes to my respiratory, I could wake up severely sick tomorrow and not be able to make these videos. Anyhow, the reason why I said that is because as the end of the year gets closer, I am trying to produce much more content and just see where I can take my brand, this YouTube channel, just within these next couple of weeks, which is why I'm trying really, really hard to upload at least one video every single day. Yeah, I'm gonna just end it there. Anyhow, I love you. I appreciate you. And remember, grow through what you go through. Much love.